Welcome to Field of View with Nerd Street Gamers, your weekly dose of gaming news. I'm Darf coming to you live from the 10th realm of Valheim, and we've got a bunch of news to get through, so let's get into it before the trolls find us. Speaking of the lush realm that I find myself in, Valheim has continued its plunderous run through the gaming world, shooting to the top of the Steam charts and collecting some big trophies for the halls of its shield walls along the way. This next game is a massive one, as Valheim has overtaken GTA 5's all-time high concurrent player mark. That's over 361,000 players playing the game all at once. Now, it doesn't reflect all of GTA 5's player base, since of course many people play it on console, but it is an impressive number to hit nonetheless, and this game is just getting started. The iconic Kingdom Hearts franchise will be available on PC for the first time ever when it drops on the Epic Games Store on March 30th of this year. The beloved franchise boldly asked the question, what if Final Fantasy but Disney, and captured the hearts of a generation as they adventured through multiple, increasingly confusingly numbered sequels in the role of Sora with his Disney companions. If you want to participate in this particular nostalgia trip though, it's gonna cost you, as the games clock in at $170 for the original franchise and an extra $60 for the rhythm game Melody of Memory that was released alongside them. That's right, $170 for remasters of nearly 2-decade-old games. This is a ridiculous price gouge, especially when you consider that we've had multiple brilliant remasters released lately with reasonable price points. This is absurd. If they really want to charge $170 for a trip back to our childhoods, they might as well just start selling time machines. Halo 3 is getting its first new multiplayer map since 2009, thanks to an update to the Master Chief Collection. It's dubbed Waterfall, and it comes from a very unlikely place, Halo Online, which was a brief game that only ever existed in closed beta in Russia before it was shuttered and filed away for all eternity. Fans have been clamoring for some of the unique maps and content that were in that game ever since, and we might be seeing one come over. Now, it's unclear yet if Waterfall is a direct port of one of those maps, as all we have to go on right now is a screenshot that tells us that it looks like an ice world and it looks like a Halo map. But if this is indeed a map dusted out of the archives and brought into the light, well, that would be one for the history books. A chunk of source code stolen from developer CD Projekt Red has reportedly sold in a deep web auction for up to $7 million. The code includes information about Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher 3, and Gwent, and was stolen from the developer in a ransomware attack. When they refused to play ball and pay the ransom, the hackers decided to take to the dark web to recoup their costs, and they claimed that an interested third party paid them $7 million for the information and to not leak it to anyone else, but security experts agree this might be a face-saving measure after they couldn't get any money out of the devs. Whatever it is, this is a thrilling crime caper, and it wouldn't be at all out of place in a future Cyberpunk 2077 DLC. Well, that's it for this week on Field of View with Nerd Street Gamers, your weekly dose of gaming news. Now, I've got to get going and reinforce the walls in my settlement, and does that sound like thunder to anyone else? Oh no!